Thank you, Senator Gardner. I appreciate your statement and the introduction of Mr. Bernhardt and his qualifications, as well as a reminder to us all that the nomination process is one that we take quite seriously. We've been waiting anxiously to have this new administration's nominees come before the committee. And so making sure that there is a consistency in application of standards, of course, is something that we would all encourage and support and request. So again, we're here this morning to consider the nomination of David Bernhardt as Deputy Secretary of the Interior. As Senator Gardner mentioned, this position is kind of akin to being the Chief Operating Officer. The individual who holds this position is responsible for executing strategy and overseeing the initiatives undertaken by thousands of employees as they carry out their statutory duties and the administration's agenda. I believe that Mr. Bernhardt is an excellent choice for Deputy Secretary. He's a fellow Westerner, as we heard, hailing from a small town in Colorado. He understands the management of federal lands and how it affects those who live near them, the implication of federal policies, and the need for balance between conservation and development. He's an avid sportsman. He understands the balance. Mr. Bernhardt is already well known to many of us. He has extensive experience at the Department of Interior, including several years as its solicitor, a position, again, as noted by Senator Gardner, for which he was favorably reported from our committee and confirmed by the Senate by a voice vote. Throughout his time at Interior, Mr. Bernhardt gained significant expertise about a range of Western issues and Alaska issues. And after meeting with him last week, again, and kind of renewing our acquaintance there, I remain confident at how he understands the importance of Alaska to the department and how consequential the department's decisions are to my state. Now, I think we will let Mr. Bernhardt speak further to his biography, give an opportunity to introduce his family, and I too welcome the family and thank you for your willingness to serve in this manner, because we all recognize that it's not just those who hold the office, but their families that sometimes bear the weight of the office because they don't see their family. So recognizing that we will hear from that, I will just further add that Mr. Bernhardt is knowledgeable about the issues that face the department and the predominantly Western lands it manages. He has a strong reputation as a manager, which is critical for a deputy secretary. And his nomination is being supported by dozens of groups, including sportsmen's groups, Ducks Unlimited, Safari Club, Teddy Roosevelt Conservation Partnership. So for members who have questions for Mr. Bernhardt, this is the time, this is the place to ask them. I know that many of us have had an opportunity to visit prior to this hearing. But I intend to be here this morning for as long as it takes members to ask their questions. They will also have the normal opportunity to submit questions for the record, and those questions will be due at the close of business today. So again, Mr. Bernhardt, I want to thank you for your willingness to serve, your family's willingness. I think we all understand how difficult and contentious just the process is that we're dealing with right now, but know that it's my intention to try to move your confirmation as expeditiously as possible. And with that, I turn to Senator Cantwell for her opening comments.
Thank you, Madam